TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
The pass.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end to Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. And he slings one that's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. Third down here.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got an open man. That's Campbell.
Wentz's pass complete to Paris Campbell. A gain of 14.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Wentz's pass.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4. Brings
on the run, it's Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's Rodgers on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 68 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On first down, it's Robinson. There to stop it was Darius Leonard. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Colts.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
And tight end, the ball carrier.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
First and goal from just inside the 5. They run. Robinson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up.
They'll try and run it with White. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it will come out to the 25. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Colts.
Now Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jaguars.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Sutton now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, it's Rodgers. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 36-yard. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the option, this is Wentz. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Wentz on the keeper.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 36.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. The 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Neal. Touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Lambo on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
That'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Intended for David Njoku. It's 2nd down and 10.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where you see the final score there. 28-27 the final in a tight one. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth 1st half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Indianapolis.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Campbell making the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Harris Campbell. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Taylor. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
From the gun on third down, Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on third and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Taylor fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell.
Wentz's pass.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Colts.
They run with Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Taylor is the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Wentz on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line.
Loss of 6 yards.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A good run there, 9 yards, but it still leaves them with work to do on third and goal. Ball rests on the 7-yard line, third and goal. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Jaguars take over first and 10. At their own.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here first and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
A gain of a yard. Brings up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll drop it underneath to White.
The pass. Complete to James White.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Jags grab it. And some space here. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Lambo to add on the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Rodgers on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Wentz to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
And it's 3rd down.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
19-yard line.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he whips that one incomplete there. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hayward on the coverage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that will get the lead up to 14.
Jaguars 24, Colts 10.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again? Symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
At the 25-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Colts on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
Wentz's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
Wentz's pass.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Wentz to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
It's a gain of 3. First down.
Wentz now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8. At the 48.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Wentz's pass. Complete to number 24. It's a gain of 10. And the Colts first down.
On 1st down, Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
First down, Colts.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. That's complete right around the 8. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it for
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Joe Schobert in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sutton now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. That catch good for only a couple. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
At the 37-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. We are inside of 1 minute, only one timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now Wentz. Well, this one complete to Doolin. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Jacksonville, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Day.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'm a